purple cats, red ducks, and a race like you've never seen. Get ready for the great animal race, where colors burst and laughter explodes. Want to join the fun?
Oh, wow.
Right.
Interesting. I like it already.
Like it.
And all the mommies and daddies are like, yes, we love this. For
Good
the
content.
children,
Good
very
content.
good content, wholesome family content, and anything to spur the little ones on, to get their minds thinking, to get them talking, to get them interacting. We definitely love the look of this. Well, welcome back to you. If you're just tuning in, thank you so much for joining us here on Sunrise. We're here with you every weekday morning, 6 until 8. So wherever you are in the world, we say welcome.
That's right.
You are definitely, always on the right side once you're on Sunrise. When you join us, please remember to spread the word. Now, our next guest is a Kingston-born writer, now teaching English in Japan, and on a mission to make learning fun for kids. Joining us is author Matthew Huey. He zooms in to talk about life in Japan, youth advocacy, and his brand new children's book, The Great Animal Race. Matthew, good morning.
Matthew!
How are you? Welcome to Sunrise.
Good morning.
Matthew said, Dennis, it was a laptop. Good morning.
Wagwan.
But there, I'm giving thanks. I'm grateful right about now to be even in the presence of both of you, all the way from across the side of the world. How are you guys?
We are fabulous.
Good. We are great. We
Magnificent.
are great.
How is life in Japan for you, Matthew? Relocating from Jamaica to Japan, what it's like for you there?
Life for me has been pretty fulfilling. I've experienced so many things that words can't even begin to fathom. I think anyone who is young and has the ability to relocate to another country, take the opportunity. It's life-changing. You experience a new culture, you experience new people, and you just come across an untapped side of you that you'd probably never know existed.
What prefecture are you in? What part of Japan?
I am in Western Japan in a prefecture called Hyogo, a small city by the name of Takasago. And it's rural, but it's also slightly industrial.
Okay, but let me just say, Matthew, because there are many young people watching right now. I know that there are many young people looking to, start their career, and they want to move to Japan to teach. But they're like, but Matthew, I don't speak any Japanese at all. So how can I actually go to Japan to teach English? I'm going to know Japanese.
Well,
is that a prerequisite?
It's not a prerequisite, actually. So you have two options, two major options. One would be through the government-sponsored program, which is the JET program, or there's also a company called Interact that actually takes on individuals who just have a bachelor's degree. And when I say bachelor's degree, it could be in the arts, it could be science. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. But you would have to be speaking English all your life, and that's what would carry you through.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit. Tell us a little bit about Matthew, as in Matthew and life in Jamaica. Where are you from? Have you always been a person with a global mind? Are you like that kind of global citizen growing up in Jamaica?
I would say it existed, but it never really came to life until I actually took myself out of Jamaica. Growing up, I had a love for martial arts, and I had done karate, experienced taekwondo, and those things opened me up to wanting to explore more. I think I went to just I had a basic upbringing in a sense, where, you go to school and you're wondering, what do you want to become along the way? I've gone through many things, chef, lawyer, soldier, and here I am a teacher. I would have never expected.
In Japan at that.
But what part,
a teacher in
what
Japan
part of
at
Jamaica
that.
did you grow up at?
Oh, I grew up in Kingston. So my earliest home was Meadowbrook Estate. And then after that, I moved to Ligani. Yeah.
And which schools did you attend?
I went to Arden High School, Deo Duque Quarry, Optima, with God as guide.
Nice, wonderful.
Nice.
But talk to me about this author side of you, especially your interest in children's books, because, you know, that is kind of a burgeoning market or area for a lot of people nowadays. Talk to me about your interest and why did you decide to branch off there?
So why did I branch into here? As a teacher, I obviously was working with kids on a day-to-day basis, and something had dawned on me because I used to write, but not as heavily. I wrote poetry back in the days of high school, and I said to myself, you know what? I want something a little bit different to carry across certain topics. This is my second book, actually, and I said in this book, I really wanted to just give a higher energy than just a boring textbook. So I took a topic from the textbook and I said, how can I rework this and make it more appealing to a young learner?
So the great animal race is about what? I mean, well, the preface or the topic is kind of obvious, animal race, but what are some of the themes or that you explore in it that could be very useful for the young ones?
So the themes are going to be colors, animals, and then it's also done in a rhythmic manner. So you're actually learning, how do I say it? Words that are able to rhyme. And that actually just builds a story that is not just a, Annie did this, boy did this. No, it's a purple cat wore a yellow hat. And it just went on like that. And as the story went along, you have different, how do I say it, adjectives to describe what was going on in the race.
Right, okay.
But there's an animation element to it because, you know, in the intro, we saw that element. So it's not just a physical book, is it?
Well, no. You see, this is actually me just learning from my first experience as a book writer and a publisher in a sense, where I had to go out and seek the assistance of an animator to actually bring the book to life in a sense. So this is actually a book trailer, and this actually is what I think carries the book across and appeals to young learners a little bit more. Because I've shared it with one and two of my friends who have young children, and it just grabs them instantly. So
what's the age group, Matthew? For whom?
Well, this is from 3 to 7-year-olds, but because I also teach in Japan, it's a little bit older, I should say, because you know it's an English as a secondary language book. I've already worked on getting it translated to Japanese, but I've just not released that version yet.
Okay, so 3 to 7-year-olds. And where can we get it to buy?
Currently, this is only on Amazon.
Okay.
I'm working, and if anyone from Kingston Bookstore, Sangsters, Fontana sees this morning, please reach out to me. I would love to get it into stores locally. It's something that I've really been passionate about. My first book, I came back to Jamaica recently, and I made sure to try at least give 2 books to a library out in St. Thomas, but I was unable to get into stores.
Okay, wonderful. I love this.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it everywhere, and I'm looking forward to maybe you doing a whole series of YouTube videos because the kids need good content.
Yes,
I am
wholesome.
I'm constantly saying, oh, gonna block that video, gonna block that channel because I don't like that and I don't like that. But like this kind of thing, definitely, Matthew. It looks like something that's good for the kids, and of course, I'm looking forward to your next book as well.
I appreciate it so much. Thank you. And to anyone who's out there, as I said, please feel free to find us on Amazon. Anyone from the big stores, yeah.
What's your email address and your social media handles where they can find you?
You can actually, the easiest one is going to be on Facebook or on Instagram, Huey Creations. And you can go over to www.hueycreations.com, and there's an email section right there, and you can just message me there and I'll get back as promptly as possible. I appreciate everyone's support in advance for this endeavor. Thank you.
I love a productive young man. I don't know, it's just great.
Awesome.
I thank you so very much,
Thank
Matthew.
you very much.
Yeah.
All right, our guest has been Matthew Huey, teacher and author, checking in all the way from Japan. Of course, thank you very much. All right, we're gonna move from, of course, the city of No, I don't think that's K-pop. No, we're gonna move from Japan over to some more good content here on Sunrise. Stay with us.
Purple cats, red ducks, and a race like you've never seen. Get ready for the great animal race, where colors burst and laughter explodes. Want to join the fun?